Okay, a call to order the meeting of Monday, February 23rd, 2026. I ask that all who have not signed in, please do so. Please turn off all cell phones and other electronic devices. Please conduct any private conversations in the hallway or outside. This meeting room is equipped with the inductive loop hearing assistance. Emergency exits can be found to your right and to your left. And please note, this meeting is also live streamed via YouTube with text commenting available. At this time, if you please join the town board and salute to the flag. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic indivisible. Okay, a couple meeting announcements. Wish to declare Councilman Dave Condon necessarily absent. Our town clerk is absent, and her sitting in for her is Brittany Pender, one of our deputy town clerks. So Brittany, thank you for your time. We have 7 employees celebrating birthdays in the month of March. Wilma Townsend on the 6th, Dave Krenzer on the 11th, Carrie Miller on the 17th, Michael Van Aken on the 18th, Babette Huber on the 22nd, Caitlin Bailey on the 24th, and Frank Mueller on the 28th. So happy birthday in advance to all those individuals. Next, we have approval of meeting minutes. This would be the February 9th town board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll abstain as I was absent.
Okay. Thank you. We have 3 yeas and 1 abstention. Okay, at this time, Brittany, when you get a chance, if you'd introduce. Okay.
Want this? Right here.
Abstract number 4, manifest number 4.
The Victortown Board has reviewed manifest number 4 in the amount of $3,689,862.34 with the following accounts charged: General Townwide, General Outside Village, Highway Townwide, Victor Fire Protection, S&S Consolidated Sewer.
Thank you. And as we do at every meeting, we like to introduce expenditures that are in the range of or exceed $5,000. Payment number 1 is to American Rock Salt for town roads. Payment to Bushnell's Basin Fire Department for the 2026 fire protection for District 1. Payment to Lincoln Financials for employee dental for the month of March. Payment to McGuire Ford for a Ford F-150 for the Highway Department. Payment to Mengel Metzger Bar for the first audit payment. Mirabito Energy, diesel, fuel, and gasoline purchases in February. Payment to MVP Health, March Healthcare, New York State Unemployment Funding, New York State Comptroller's court fees collected in January. Payment to RG&E, January Townwide Gas and Electric. Payment to Springwood Software, financial software renewal. Payment to Southworth Milton for a Caterpillar for Highway Department. Payment to Victor Farmington Ambulance, 3 months additional EMS coverage for Fire Districts 1 and 2. And payment to Victor Fire District for the 2025 and 2026 fire protection for District 2. Total of the above-mentioned expenditures is $3,618,280.75. Total town expenditures minus the previously mentioned expenditures equals $71,581.59. Town board members, have any questions on manifest number 4? Hearing none, I would request a motion to approve the payments thereof.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And we have no request for privilege of the floor this evening. Moving to public comments and concerns, we'll ask Susie first. No one on virtually. Members of the public? Shoot.
Hi, folks. Scott Riley here. This is my third or fourth visit to the board regarding the same situation, which is traffic, specifically on High Street. The speeding continues, the ignorance of any of the traffic control that we have is getting worse. I've been almost rear-ended at least a half a dozen times trying to pull into my driveway. I've contacted the sheriff numerous occasions. He does not have a plan to effectively eliminate the speeding on that road. And as I've gone through petition activities, I'm fairly new to Victor. I've only been here 5 years. During petition activities, I've discovered it's not just me. It's almost everybody I talk to has a similar statement about traffic control in Victor, and that is it's terrible. So the sheriff can't do any more than he's doing, according to him. I put in a couple of FOIA requests for data, real data, because my data is always subjective. I have a flashing speed sign in my front yard, but there's no way to gather data out of it. I don't know why that is. So, I'm forced with going a different route. And that route would be, I would like this board to consider a traffic control committee for Town of Victor. Similar to the one they have in Rochester. That board's been around for a while, but they're taking some fairly severe action, such as lowering the speed limit throughout the city, the whole city, reducing it from 30 to 25. My gripe is not that the speed limit needs to be changed. The speed limit needs to be obeyed and enforced. So I'm asking the board to take some action, to form a committee, and get some concrete solutions, not just for me, but for the folks on Strong Road, the people on 96, the people on Mountain Hill. The comments I get from all the people that I've talked to is the same. So I would ask that you, in the notes or in the minutes, that you come up with a solution or form a committee to find a solution. Okay? That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other members of the public care to address the town board? Under town officials' reports from Parks and Recreation, Highway, Transfer Station, and Parks and Trails. Any comments or questions on any of those? I know under Parks and Trails, it's certainly a robust report, description of many future projects and opportunities that we'll certainly hear about in the future. So thank you, Brian. Where's Mark? Mark, thank you. And Casey as well for the update on where we are this year compared to the last few years on the transfer station. And I'm sorry to hear we're still having issues with the cold weather, with the some of the equipment over there? Microphone, please. Thank you.
We're good right now. It's when it goes sub-zero, it just cannot handle that. So, we've got our little heaters down there when it's really cold. We have to run those. Takes about 2 hours for the compactor to warm up and then start running. But yeah, it just got really cold. Not much. Kurt put some heat tape in there, changed the hydraulic oil, the velocity of that. So it's been good the last couple weekends. No calls, so.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for submitting reports. Next,
I did have a question
Yes.
on the Parks and Rec report. Brian, I saw you put something about the Rainbow Bridge for the passed away dogs. Is
Yes.
that actually going to be rainbow, or using the term like rainbow, to the other side?
Yeah, I mean, it's to the other side. The bridge actual decking will be painted in 7 colors of the rainbow.
Okay. Okay.
That's what's been proposed. Did you have any?
Does it fit the rest of the aesthetic of the dog park? Do you know what I mean?
It's pretty natural. It's a pretty natural park. I
Yeah.
understand that. I think the donor
That's where it gets a little tough,
the donor prefers it to be painted. I mean, it's
Yeah.
paint stain, if you will, so the bridge will be protected from the elements somewhat, but it's in a wooded area, so half the year it's going to be hard to see because it's in the tree-lined area. But I could certainly go back to the family and see if they would be willing to not have it painted in those colors.
I don't know if anyone else up here feels like particular about it, or really like the dog park users. There's like a big group of them, right? Did
They're big fans.
they like it?
Yeah.
Okay, I just
they-
want to like
the
complaints
family-
about,
Yeah,
oh, it doesn't fit the way the rest of the park looks.
actually, we had an incident at the park last week with 2 dogs fighting, and I actually called on Friday, I called one of the parties that were involved in that, and I said, we have some good things coming to the park, and I mentioned this, and so it's been talked about. Oh, yes, I know about the Rainbow Bridge, we're all excited, so,
Okay.
I mean, that's not everybody, but they have a pretty tight Facebook group
Okay.
presence, so I'm confident that it won't be a nuisance or detract from it, if you will.
Okay.
Benches will be natural, just wood, but the decking is proposed to have the 7 colors, and so it's something I could reach back out to them and say we had a question about it, certainly.
No, I mean, as long as it look like, I think it's not going to look like a random eyesore in the middle of. We've all worked very hard to make it as natural park, the green, the browns, etc., and then to see like random
Yeah, it's
rainbow, or even like if it was a bright red or something like a neon color. It's like, oh, I just didn't want anyone to start complaining to us.
Low level.
Okay.
It's 30 foot long, approximately 5 foot wide in the woods.
Yeah.
So it's not the first thing. You're going to have to go well into the dog park to get to it.
Look. Okay.
So I actually presented it at the Park and Rec Advisory Committee meeting tonight.
What'd they
And
think?
And they like it. I
Okay.
do have a design I can pass around to the board. I actually have it in my backpack if you'd like to see it.
Sure. That'd be good at some point, but you don't have to do it now. Maybe after.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. That's all I got.
thank you. I do have another lengthy list myself, so in your mailboxes, there's Victor Fire District monthly report, Victor Farmington Volunteer Ambulance. There was a survey in there that I put in there from the 911 Advisory Committee. They've sent out this to all fire departments, trying to gather information and hopefully down the road able to apply for some grants and get financial support from the county as well. I also included a copy of the 14 resolutions offered and approved at the Association of Towns Conference last week. And then also was the first there's copies of the creation of the capital project for County Road 9 and Gillis Road by Ontario County. And this is just, it just shows an expenditure being for DOT work, and this is just the start. So this will be, I think it's 2028 build is what I'm being told. So earlier today, I did I sat in a good portion of the Grow Your Business workshop, which the Local Development Corporation put on with the Ontario Chamber as well. They had 6 panelists at the table, and I thought it was a pretty decent turnout that they had. So a nice opportunity for local businesses and others to come and meet some individuals that could provide some additional items for their toolbox as far as supporting their businesses. Earlier today, the highway superintendent brought it to my attention that, to a number of us, our attention, that 23 tires were dumped illegally on Brace Road over the course of the weekend. We're appealing for the public's help whenever they see something like this. We anticipated it would cost the town about $200 to take these tires to our vendor for the proper disposal. So we certainly are appealing to the public to be eyes for us and law enforcement as well. I did just circulated real quick. This is just a reminder. This was actually a resolution that was actually developed back in 2009. It was passed by a town board then and had to do with the resolution to provide for town board packet distribution, and it was amended in March 26th of 2012, and it's just a reminder that board packets should be circulated for town board's consideration over the weekend, no later than 5 p.m. on Friday before. And then I did have the opportunity, and I know Councilman Condon was able to attend the Years of Service recognition, took place on February the 12th. And Councilwoman Tipton, I did give the kudos that you had expressed at our previous town board meeting as well. And I did identify that other board members were unable to attend with circumstances outside of their control. Well attended. We had 58 employees signed up. A number of them brought guests as well. We had representation from all of our departments, and certainly very happy and honored to recognize them and thank them for what they do. And we've been talking about it for some time, and now things are in Keith's department a little slower, so he's able to dedicate a code enforcement officer, Adam Rysak, to work with Mike Reinhardt, the chair of our Zoning Board of Appeals. Council member Jen Tipton will represent the town board. This has to do with the Town of Victor Sign Code Committee, and Joe Limbeck from Planning Board. So we'll get an assortment of individuals, Wes Petty from Labella, and Keith, Kathy Rayburn. And what they'll be doing is they'll be looking at evolution of technology since 2007, the lack of clarity in some of the existing code language, the frequency of applications for area variances regarding signage, and signage that exists but is not identified in the existing sign code. So at some point, I'm sure this committee will probably present, it would make sense to present to the town board, and something that we'll probably consider making some changes in the future. So that's all I have. Town board members, any updates you'd care to make?
Attended the last conservation board meeting. The applicant did not appear, and the conservation board did have a multitude of questions for them. I reached out to Amber just to let her know so that hopefully the applicant does appear at the next conservation board meeting. Looked over the information in our packets and loved the proposal from AOT about the pilot agreements for impacting town tax base, because I can't stand the IDA screwing the towns on our tax money. So I love that AOT is going after that. I'm in favor of our own town IDA, but I don't know if everyone else is.
As far as the conservation, the individual that didn't show up, is this an application that's going through the planning board process and they have to come to conservation first before they get a ruling at the planning board? Do we know that?
I think,
It's Woods of Allentown, and yes, and it was just a miscommunication. So BME, the engineer representing Woods of Allentown, will be at the next Conservation Board.
Okay, thank you. Thank you both. Anything else? Okay, silence over here. Okay. Moving to the resolutions. So this first one is a little interesting. I know Rich has spoken to Farmington Town Supervisor as well as their Director of Finance, and both communities are going through bonds, borrowing money for sewer upgrades, both Farmington and Victor. And we were looking for a 10-year extension, and Farmington asked for another 10-year extension. So this is actually, again, for consideration, the obligations from both communities. To sign this would be the Fourth Amendment to the sewer agreement. And I guess that's it I have.
so moved.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And before you depart, just, I think, Brittany, there's a signature column. Okay. Okay, it's in the clerk's office. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, number 2 is out of parks, purchase of flowers and plant materials for Town Hall and Four Corners, Rawson Road, and on we go.
So moved.
Second, we always have the best flowers. And I drive through Pittsford quite often because I take my daughter to swim class there. And I'm friends with somebody who works over the town of Pittsford, and I always send them a picture of how our flowers are better. So kudos to Parks and Rec and the Garden Club.
Well, thank you. Appreciate the feedback. Brian, I do have a question. Was this, I thought this gentleman was selling or retiring. I thought that's what the Garden Club had told us.
At one point, last time I heard it being discussed, he was trying to sell the business about 3 years ago. He hasn't communicated anything since. I did talk to him a couple weeks ago, so I know he's going to be the provider at least through this year.
Okay. Well, we'll keep, we know Councilwoman Olger is all over that flowers. And
Flower business for
she'll let us-
sale, huh?
She'll let us know if we have a new owner and it doesn't
Yeah.
work out.
I don't have a green thumb, so. I don't think we voted yet.
Okay,
We had a second, we had a second, but we didn't vote on that one.
okay. We have a first, we have a second on 2, or no?
Yep, I was the second.
Okay. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Number 3, purchase of trees and plant materials for Harlan Fisher Park.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Number 4, out of the recreation, Richard Driscoll Concert Midnight Storm Band.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. Next, Allison Nutting, the youth program, preschool age students.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Number 6, and this is an agreement with Alicia Trom Entertainment, Summer Concert Sound.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Number 7, another concert, the band, the Sideburns Band.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Number 8 is agreement with Rachel Hucko. She'll be accompanist for the Victor Community Chorus Group.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And Jennifer Lewis, Youth Theater Programs.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Again, that brings us to public comments.
Sorry, I just had a question. Going through the concerts made me think of it. I don't know if it's for Mike or Brian, but do we know who we're having for the 2nd of July? I need to think of that. 2nd of
I apologize for my attire. I came from coaching a class, so. Yes, for the America 250,
Yeah.
July 2nd, that is Dial Up, a big 80s band, one of the
Okay.
biggest 80s bands in the area. They'll also be providing the opening act.
Okay.
So it's
Is there
going
gonna
to
be
be,
like some patriotic music?
Yep. 80s is very patriotic. You know, so.
If Councilman Condon was here, he would tell you what year I was born, but he's not, so.
That he would.
That's
Susie?
it. That's all I got.
Susie, nothing? Okay, I do, prior to adjournment, I need to motion to go into executive session under rule number 2, employment history, and number 3, the proposed acquisition, sale, lease of real property when publicity might affect the value.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And anticipate, let's see, we even need the town board members, Highway Superintendent Mark Ears, Director of Finance Rich O'Donnell,